going on?
What are we doing today?
Well, it's been a while since we've worked on the Miata, but we got the Miata in here today. We're going to be doing some tie rod spacers and SPL tie rods.
I have no idea what that is, but okay.
And I'm going to show you a life hack on how to maintain your alignment so you don't have to go to the alignment shop after you change your tie rods.
All right. All right, what do you got there?
We'll document how much angle we have now. I'll turn the wheel and mark it on the floor.
Oh.
And then after we do the tie rod spacers, we'll check it again.
Cool.
Okay, so I'm going to mark straight with the steering wheel straight, and then I'm going to mark it on both extremes. I'm going to use spray paint to mark this edge because it's probably the only thing that's going to mark on this filthy floor.
Okay, we got gray primer to work. That's a long line right there.
I come from a long line of painters. Alright, so now when we move this, we should have a nice straight edge here.
Should, let's see. Hey, it is! Except
right.
this side.
Alright, now we're going to go all the way to the right.
Oh, right. Ha. Whatever. He didn't laugh at my joke. Whoa. Whoa. Blue shirt.
It's like a protractor.
Kind of, yeah. I mean, protractors aren't straight like this, but...
Okay, it's like a bevel gauge.
Okay. I don't know what that is.
Let's see what we got here.
Bum ba da bum. Da, 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 da. Is it just me, or do you have like more angle inward?
The way that the suspension is set up is it turns one wheel more because it's going on the outside of the corner and the other one's turning on a different radius.
So like if you were to measure the other tire, other wheel, it would have the same pattern but in the other direction?
Yeah.
Okay.
So let me draw you a little diagram here.
Ooh, I love diagrams.
Alright. Say you're going around a corner. You're taking a right. Your inner tire is traveling on this path, right? Mm-hmm. Your outer tire is traveling on this path. Now, this circle is a smaller diameter. This circle is a larger diameter.
Yep.
And I don't know, they changed the Ackerman angle on the inner and outer for more or less gain for different handling characteristics.
Alright.
Alright, so now that we have a baseline, we have a better basis to see what our gains are after this is done.
Alright, so now we're going to be doing an unboxing.
Alright, we got these SLP tie rods, bumpsteer kit, tie rod spacers. Let's take a look and see what we got here. Alright, so we got some fancy looking billet
Okay.
adjustable ends.
Got blue on it.
Yeah, nice anodized aluminum. We've got inner tie rods with built-in tie rod spacers. This is where we're going to gain our extra angle, because this part here is actually designed to slip inside the rack so that where it would normally bump against the rack, it'll actually give you just a little bit more travel. And that travel will be multiplied by the fact that we already have chopped knuckles. On the chopped knuckles, this arm here is actually shorter, and that increases your steering ratio. You get more motion per turn of the wheel, and you get more angle.
All right.
And that effect will actually multiply anything we do here.
Cool.
And these are going to give us better bump steer resistance. This is what actually goes into the knuckle. That goes in here, and then this part goes up into the knuckle. And these spacers allow us to change the height and angle of the tie rod so that we can have the tie rod more level or have it move it up or down and level everything out. So that helps you with a lowered car to avoid bump steer, so when you hit bumps your travel doesn't change.
Alright, this is the second documented time that he's reading instructions.
Not reading instructions. So what these are going to be replacing is the tie rods here. The tie rod end, the outer tie rod end, the inner tie rod, and the inner tie rod end here. Alright, we're taking the wheel off so we can get to the hubs to do our life hack here.
So, I just want to tell all of our viewers that we took the wheels off so that we can get to the use of the hub, yeah?
Yep.
So now, tell everybody what you're doing.
Now we are securing the steering wheel with electrical tape to this bar going across from door sill to door sill because we don't want the steering wheel to move while we're doing this.
All right, walking up the steering wheel. So we are now mounting the lasers.
The laser. I'm just gonna put it on the rotor like that.
Okay.
Alright, so what we got here is we got some eBay laser levels. I'll put a link to these in the description. I got 2 of them. We got the one up here already mounted. So we can mark our alignment point on the body for reference for when we move it so we can put it back where it was.
All right.
And we're gonna go put the other one on the other side. And it's not really important that you get this perfect. It's just important that it stays in the same place. You know, you can see it's crooked on here.
There, but
it's not level. It does that doesn't matter. The important thing is that it doesn't move. All right, so we got them both on now. What we're gonna do is we're gonna switch our lasers on. We are going to mark this spot in the fender well. See where this crosshatch is. I'm just gonna make a little dot right on the X.
All right.
X marks the spot. Switch that one on. Same here.
And you're just using a generic paint pen, Sharpie paint pen.
Generic? This is a genuine.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Sharpie.
That is a name brand Sharpie paint pen.
This is not a Sharpie.
I'm sorry. I did not mean what?
So now that we have these marks here, no matter what we do with our alignment, we can always come back to our mark.
Well,
because we're gonna end up putting new tie rods on and we gotta get the length set to get back to this mark. Normally, once you put new tie rods on, you would have to go back in for an alignment.
But we're gonna skip that step. Well, we're gonna do that step ourselves.
Yep.
There we go. Whoa! Whoa! That could have been bad.
There it is. All right, so that's what we need to unscrew to get this off the rack.
The entire car is shaking.
Got it.
Don't forget, righty tighty, lefty loosey.
I know that shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Take the other one.
Well, hello there. We can take the boot off and use the boot on the other one.
Yeah, we gotta reuse the boots. The boots are new, so that's good.
What do you think of my boots? My boots are nice.
They don't look that new.
They're not new, but they're like worn in and really comfortable, and like I love them. They're good boots. Leave a comment down below. What do you think of my boots? All right.
That's the other side. Now I'm gonna take the outers out of the knuckle.
Whoa.
There it goes.
Okay. And it's out. All right. Woo.
All right. So first thing we're gonna do is take these shanks and put them into the spindle and get the nut on there.
So you're putting the other spacers on the bottom?
Yeah, so I'm putting 2 spacers on the top. This is just a guess to get us started. And I'm putting the other 2 small spacers on the bottom. You don't really need space on the bottom, but it's just good to have them all together. So if you ever go to make an adjustment, you have them all there, right there on the car. You can move one from the top to the bottom.
Nice. Careful. Damn. All right. Look at you go.
Alright, so we're going to put some red thread locker on the spacer threads so that there's no chance of this getting out of here.
On focus. There we go.
Hey, there we go. We got this in
The hole.
Yeah. Alright, so we got the spacer tightened in here into the rack.
That's awesome.
Got our boot.
Cool.
And our little clip from the old one.
Yeah.
Alright, so what we got to do is we got to crank this tie rod in until we get that laser to line up.
So you're going to spin that, and the laser is going to go closer to the dot. Got it.
Yep. See it moving?
Nope. Yep. Cool. It's like watching a lunar eclipse. It's like slowly getting closer to the point that you're like focused on.
All right.
Cool.
So that side's done. All right, let's see if Kelsey can get this stud in here
Well,
by looking at the other one.
yeah, I'm gonna look at the other one. I'm gonna cheat. So this is already set up like that. So I think I have to take this off to get that one in, right? Can it go there, or does it have to go on the bottom?
It goes on the bottom.
All right, so I have to
The tapered
take-
part goes in the knuckle.
All right, so this goes down. Okay, so take this off. Thank you for helping me. Take this off. We'll stick it through here, right? All right. Uh-oh. Does it have to be a certain curve? This one's curving out.
Yeah, you want it to curve down. Go look at the other one.
Shit.
See how it kind of levels?
Ah! Oh, scared me.
See how it kind of levels
All
out
right,
the
so
tie
that
rod?
goes like this, and that goes up. Okay,
Yeah.
got it. It's still not working. So I hurt myself. Oh, I'm jiggling it. This is something.
It's going.
Wait.
Jiggle it, bitch.
Jiggle it good. Hey! Hey! I got it!
There you go. Hey, put some nut on that.
Now I'm like kind of figure out lefty, loosey, righty, tighty, upside down now. Oh, it's not working. 12 hours later. I got it! Oh, uh-oh. Alright, now it's just spinning each other.
Oh yeah.
And let that fall.
Dance time. But not for more than 20 seconds.
Okay, Brian's gonna check my work and tell me what you think how I did.
Well, it's rubbish.
What? But I copied what you did, huh?
No, it's good.
Oh, okay. Whew. I thought I messed it up. Woo. I was like, it's not curved properly.
That's what she said.
Oh my gosh. Wait, what?
Hell yeah!
Got it! Look at it go, look at it go. I did part of that, baby. Yeah. I'm gonna be out there drifting and realize that your girl put some of this stuff together. All right, I'm done. So what's the difference between like red Loctite and blue Loctite?
Well, the red Loctite is the stronger Loctite. Blue Loctite is for stuff that you're gonna probably end up taking apart.
Huh.
Red Loctite is for stuff that you really don't want to come apart. It's a little bit harder to undo. You can still get it off with a wrench if you need to, but it's just a little bit harder.
Okay. Let's mourn the loss of this metal zip tie that Brian broke. He broke. Oh, he stepped on it. What the frick? It goes there, but we gotta figure something else out.
All right, so the time has come to use the lasers.
Laser. You gotta say it right.
All right, hang on. Let me turn on the music before we get in trouble. All right, I'm gonna switch on the laser.
Laser.
We got this one already pointed at our dot here. We gotta get this one adjusted over here.
Okay.
All right, so this one's off. But if you remember in the beginning, we marked where the alignment was via the lasers.
Laser.
So we could get back there without having to go to the alignment shop. So our tie rods are now new, so they're not the same length. They're not adjusted yet. And we are going to crank this one in until the laser points at the dot.
Which direction do you crank it in?
Well, I crank it righty. And we're going. And we're going. Don't look at me.
You wanted me to show everything. You're almost at the dot.
And
Nope.
And
Nope.
And
Nope.
And are we dotted?
I think so now.
Oh yeah, we're dotted.
Oh hell yeah! It's right in the middle.
All right, we're on alignment now. We can tighten everything up.
Woo! And then we get to test our angle. Aligned there. aligned there. All set.
Alright, so once your alignment is set, then you need to tighten up these set screws here, which clamp this block down on the tie rod and on the outer spherical end so that this stuff can't rotate and readjust itself while you drive.
All right. And make sure you have some proper, ground where you're like placing your feet properly. So if you were to fall over, you don't trip over your welder. Just rule of thumb right there.
Now it's time to lower the car back onto the ground, and we're gonna see our gains. We're gonna measure our gains.
On the floor.
Gains.
As you can see, we're we're basically lined up right there. It's perfect.
Yeah, nothing's changed. We
Awesome.
just lowered it back down in the spot where we were. The steering wheel didn't move.
Steering wheel didn't move. Everything's
Realigned
good.
everything exactly where it is.
Yeah.
So.
Look at
Alright, so here's the moment of truth. I'm gonna just crank the wheel all the way to the right.
Oh, I see a difference. I already see a difference. Sweet.
Yeah.
Yeet.
Yeet. Alright, that's what we gained right there.
A little slightly darker gray, so we can tell the difference between the two lines. Sweet. Wow.
Gained a few degrees with that.
Think so.
Now, let's crank it all the way the other way and we'll mark the other side.
All right. You gotta lay that one down.
Oh yeah. This will be.
I think we should pick up the car and finish it. It's my thought. So we really get the full effect. That's weird. I mean, I thought this was weird looking at this side. Like, can you imagine your car out there at Lock City? You're like right on Thompson and you're just like turning, your car's like, that's what the front of your car is gonna look like when you're drifting this year. Oh my gosh. You're like, hey everyone, check out my struts and springs. Like, they're green. You can see them now.
Alright, so that was a cool little project, and the results are clear. We have marked right on the floor here. And that's a wrap.